And here is the next part. So the next part is, does a point actually lie on a line? And how can you tell if whether a point lies on a line or not? So to find out if a point lies on a line, you need to check if something's the line. So have a guess, what do you think it is? Find a point. If a point lies on the line, you need to check if it touches the line. So if a point lies on the line, like say you've got a line on a graph, if it lies on the line, then it's touching the line basically. It's not like off the line out in space. It's actually somewhere on the line. So it touches the line. This means that you need to substitute the point back into the line equation and check if what do I tend to use to mean left-hand side? I tend to say LHS. To check if the left-hand side equals the RHS. What do you think that means? The right-hand side. So substitute the point back into the equation and just check if does the left-hand side equal the right-hand side. So let's try this. Let's do a few examples. Does this coordinate 3, -2 lie on the line with this equation? So where you can just test it out, it's actually quite easy. That's an x, that's your y. Substitute in x is 3, substitute in y is -2. And if 5 times x minus 2 times y equals 20, then yes, the left-hand side does equal the right-hand side. And that would mean that the point does lie on the line. If the left-hand side does not equal the right-hand side, it doesn't lie on the line. Let's try doing that. Sub in x and y, which is what we've done. We've subbed in x is 3, y is -2. What is 5 times 3? And what is 2 times -2? Trying to think. Next line would be, 15 subtract -4 equals 20. And what is 15 subtract -4? Can you rewrite that? It's 15 plus 4. What is 15 plus 4? It's 19. So notice instead of putting equals to, I've put a not equals to sign on my final line. So 19 does not equal 20. So therefore you can conclude that this point, coordinate 3 and -2, does not lie on the line with this equation because the left-hand side does not equal the right-hand side when you substitute in x and y. So it's pretty simple, but just make sure that you follow this procedure and that you do give a bit of a justification at the end. In case you're not clear, let's do some more examples on the next page. Does this point lie on the line with this equation? So there's your x, there's your y. First step is substitute in y equals 20, substitute in x equals 7. Show that step, that's very important. So we've done that, we've substituted in y equals 20, x equals 7. Then start to do your calculations. What's 3 times 7? That's right, it's 21. What is 1 subtract 21 equal to? Have a think. Yes, it's -20. So does the left-hand side equal the right-hand side? No, it doesn't. 20 is not the same thing as -20, so we've got a does not equal to sign here. So this coordinate 720 does not lie on the line, as the left-hand side is not equal to the right-hand side. Very important little thing that. Here's another example. Different kind of one. Find the answer P if 4 -3 does lie on this line with the equation. So basically, if this coordinate does lie on the line, you can sub it in and that will give you your answer for P. It's pretty easy then. So substitute in x equals 4, y equals -3. Make sure to show the initial substitution step. Then do some calculations. 2 times 4, what's that? And you can also do 3 times -3. What is that? So you probably got 8 subtract -9. 8 subtract -9, how can you rewrite that? That's correct, it can be 8 plus 9. And what is 8 plus 9? Have a think. Yes, it's 17. So P equals 17. Just check, was that what we were asked for? Yes, we're asked to find P. Here we go. So we've got one more page. Find K, similar to the last one. Find K if x and y does lie on the line with the equation. So that's very important. X and y does have to lie on the line, which is the case here. So let's substitute in x equals 0, y equals 15. Let's do that. Yay. 7 times 0, subtract -15. That's where some people could go wrong. They might say subtract 15, but it's subtract -15 equals k. Work out what that is. Anything multiplied by 0, what's that equal to? It's equal to 0. 0 subtract -15 is the same as 0 plus 15. So therefore, of course, k is 15. So you're not asked to write anything else, you're just asked to find k. So this one. Now let's look at our last one. Does 6 and -1/2 which is the same thing as negative 0.5. Maybe I should make that look more like 0.5, not 0.3. So that's what this is. So does 6 and negative a half, does this coordinate lie on the line with the equation 3x minus 8y equals 22? So again, we've got to substitute in x equals 6, y equals negative a half, and c, does it equal 22? If it does, then the point lies on the line. Show your initial substitution step, very important. Then 3 times 6, what's that? Try to think, what's 8 times negative a half, and does it equal 22? 8 times negative a half is just negative 4, it's half of 8. So 18 minus negative 4 can be rewritten as 18 plus 4, and 18 plus 4 is 22. So we have the case where the left-hand side does equal the right-hand side. So we can have an equal sign here now, not a not equal to. So we can say this coordinate, 6 negative a half, does lie on the line as left-hand side equals right-hand side. Smiley face. So, and that's the end of the lesson now.